Hello, hello. Welcome to your 30 minutes Pilates session. Today we're going to focus on mobility. So we're going to do some stretching, some mobility work to increase range of motion and flexibility for the hips, the back, the ankles, the knee, for everything really. We'll try to get a full body mobility session today. So hopefully you enjoy it. It's a little bit of a different pace than what I've taught. So let me know what you think at the end of class. Okay, we are starting in child's pose, which is big toes touching, knees apart, and then you're just gonna melt your body onto the mat. So active palms onto the mat here. Head is resting. Let's take 3 breaths to arrive into our practice. So let's inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. 2 more times. 1 more time. Good. From here, let's walk our hands to the right side. Walking it to the right, holding the stretch here, feeling the stretch on one side of the rib cage and melting into this. Inhaling, and with every exhale, you melt deeper into the stretch. 1 more breath. Good. Now walk your hands to the other side. Same thing again, feeling the stretch on this side this time. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling deeper, feeling your body get deeper into the stretch. Good. Walking back to the middle. Good. From here, just coming onto your all fours, making sure all your joints are stacked. Wrists and elbows right onto the shoulders, and then knees right under the hips. From here, you're going to inhale, gaze up, drop that belly, open the chest to the sky, and then exhale, drop your head, round that belly, scoop that belly, make a C curve with your spine. And again, inhaling and exhaling. Moving through this movement. Good. This should feel nice. 2 more breaths. Good. Right, so staying in this position, you're going to have one hand, palm of your hand go parallel to the front of your mat, and then the other side will go the same, the opposite direction. We're going to thread the needle here with a little bit of more cat and cow. We're going to do the same. We're going to exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Then as you inhale, you're going to drop that belly, but you're also going to shoot the arm closest to your leg to the other side, threading that needle and then returning. And then again, staying with one side, only working with the hand that's closest to your knees. Good. 2 more. Good. Okay, let's switch to that hand position now. Now that hand position, we're going to go thread the needle to the opposite side. Inhaling, let's round that spine. Then exhale, drop that belly. Then push the hand over to the other side, dropping that shoulder, and return back, rounding that spine into a camel pose. Exhale. Sorry, that's an inhale. And then exhale, round. Inhale, shoot through. Good. 1 more time. Good. Returning back down. Okay, from here, we're going to come into a downward dog. So piking your pelvis towards the ceiling, coming up onto your toes. We're going to pedal our feet. So you're going to drop one heel and then the other. Good. So feeling the stretch in the back of your legs, back of your hamstrings, and your calves. Here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Finding down dog. Now from here, you're going to move your pelvis over, finding a plank for a second, dropping it down, opening your chest to the front of the mat, finding your up dog. Good. And switching. Keep going. Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath in these positions. Just for this warm up, warming up all parts of the body. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. This should feel hard on your shoulders. Good. 3 more here. 2 more. And 1. Good. Dropping your knees, Coming into a quick child's pose for a stretch. Good. Okay, we're gonna come back into a down dog, and we're gonna do what is called the world's greatest stretch. So from your down dog, you're gonna step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, keeping your left palm onto the floor. You're going to rotate that body and reach the fingertips to the ceiling. Good, keeping that knee lifted in the back. Good, dropping that hand, stepping back to a down dog, other side. Good. So even if this is a stretch mobility session, it doesn't mean we're not gonna sweat. So keep moving through this. The more you move through this range of motion, the easier it will get eventually. Then you won't lose your flexibility as you age. Good. Okay, one more each side. Last one. Good. Coming back onto down dog, and we're gonna we're gonna step one foot into the front and then drop that back knee. Good. From here, rock forward, feeling the stretch in your psoas or your hip flexor. Good. So stretching down. I want you to reach over to the side of your bent leg, incorporating a side bend as we incorporate a psoas stretch as well. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Release back. Rock your body back. Lift that front foot up, feeling that stretch in the hamstring in the back again as well. Good. Rocking forward again, and then rocking back. Let's do this for 5 more. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Good. From here, we are going to do an adductor. Actually, no, let's just switch sides. So lifting back, planting those hands, and then step forward with the opposite leg, drop those knees. Here we rock our body forwards, feeling the stretch in this hip flexor or psoas, finding a side bend. Hold for 2 breaths. One more. Good, hands down, rock back, feeling the stretch in your hamstring. Good. And let's do the nice rocking motion now. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, release. Okay, facing the front of your mat. Now we're gonna do an adductor stretch, which is the inner thigh. Okay, so from here, one leg is bent, one leg is extended. I want you to have your elbows towards the ground, or if it feels tight, you can have your hands towards the ground as well. We're just gonna rock forward and back in this position. So feeling the stretch in the inside of your leg. Good. 10 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides, extending the opposite leg. Good. Good. Let's get right into the rocking. 10 from here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming up. Okay, sitting your bottom right onto the mat, we're gonna sit with one leg bent in the front and then the other bent in the back. Let's do some mermaid stretches. So we start with our hands lengthened. Inhale, lengthen that spine up. And then as you exhale, we're going to lengthen and then side bend. So keeping that spine long as we bend to one side and then the other. Good. Let's do one more time each side, then we're gonna add on. Good. From here, holding the bend to this side, making sure you're bending towards that knee. You're gonna rotate that that body towards the ground and thread the needle here. Rotate that spine around that spine. Rotate your rib cage, sorry, around that spine, and then release back. And again, rotate, release, and other side. Good. Okay, from here, staying in this position, I want you to adjust your leg position. That leg is going to come 90 degrees from your body as much as you can. Then the back leg is also going to be in 90 degrees. So we are at a 90, 90. Never mind if both sit bones are not on the ground. I just want you to maintain this position. This is going to give, we're going to do some hip mobility from here. If you can, I want you to hinge forward. And as you hinge forward, you're going to lift that back leg as much as you can, only hinging as far forward as you can lift that back leg. Good, this should feel hard. It should feel hard to lift that back leg. If you can, try not to balance, try not to touch that ground if you can. Hover those fingertips just off your mat. If you need support though, feel free to support your body. Good, let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, release. Switching sides. Let's do the mermaid stretch on the other side. So in your mermaid stretch, you're sitting just casually, front leg is bent, back leg is bent. You don't need to worry about angles. We're just worrying about our spinal bend. Okay, so inhale, lengthen that spine. As you exhale, bring the spine up and over like the side of a water fountain. Try not to compress your spine when you bend to the side. Good. One more each side, then we're going to add that rotation. Good. Rotate. Sorry, hold this bend. Now rotate your upper body towards the ground. Thread that needle and release. And again. Woo. That bird felt really close. That flew out just above my head. I don't think it was. Okay, one more time. Rotate and counter stretch. Okay, let's find that hip mobility stretch now. Right angle bend, right angle this knee, and then right angle the other knee. So it shouldn't feel too comfortable sitting in this position. Okay, fingertips on the ground or hovering. Inhaling as you exhale, hinge forward as you lift that back leg and back up. Good. One side might feel more flexible or a little bit tighter than the other. Let me just go in an angle so you can see what I'm doing. Woo. I feel like I need support on this side. Good. Can we do 5 more from here? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that is painful. Okay, sitting onto the mat, bringing your soles of your feet together now, sitting in a butterfly stretch. So you can have your feet far apart from you if this feels hard, or you can have it as close to your pelvis as you can, holding onto your ankles and your elbows. Push those knees towards the floor, feeling the stretch inside in your inner thighs. Okay, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward, deepen that stretch. Release to inhale, and then exhale, deepen that stretch. Good. One more time. Good. Okay, staying seated here, we're just going to extend that leg so we are in a V position. We are going to do an exercise called the saw. Basically, it's called the saw because we're going to rotate towards one side and we're going to pretend our pinky finger is a saw and we're going to try to saw off our pinky toe. It sounds morbid, but it's a very traditional Pilates exercise. Okay, inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, rotate to one side. And like I said, trying to saw off your pinky toe with your pinky finger. Pulse 3 times. Coming back, other side. Pulse, 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 and other side. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good. Trying to keep equal weight on your sit bones the whole time. One more each side. Good. And again, last time. And release. Okay, let's do a little rotational stretch here. One leg bends, the other sole of the foot on the floor on top of it, elbow to your knee, wrapping your, I can't find my words, rotating towards the opposite side, gazes to the back. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, find a deeper stretch. You should feel the stretch around your bottom. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Good, last breath. And release, switching sides. Good. So lengthen and stretch to the other side, gaze is to the back. Inhale to lengthen that spine, exhale to twist even more into the stretch. 2 more breaths here. Good. And release. Oh, sorry, let me just fix. There we go. Okay. Coming into prone. Now let's do a quick stretch for our back here. This is really good for everyone who does work on the computer because we spend the whole day in flexion. Let's do some extensional work. Okay, so from here, your hands are going to go behind your head, but your head is just going to hover on that mat. Your hips are heavy. Good, you're going to lift your elbows to be at the same height as your hands, and your hands are going to rest on the back of your head. This is our start position. We're going to inhale here, and when you exhale, you're just going to extend both hands and then return. Extend, return. You should feel this in your back. So your head doesn't move. The only thing is moving is your hands coming in and out, but it should feel quite intense on your back muscles. Good. Give me 5 more from here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest your head down. Okay, 1 more variation here. This time your hands are going to rest just above on your sacrum, the bottom, on the top of your butt and the bottom of your spine. From here, you're just going to lift your elbows and lower. Lift your elbows and lower. Your head can just hover on that mat here. Good. Lift. It's almost like you're flapping your wings. Okay, here, give me 5 from here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Plant the palms of your hand onto that mat. Tuck your pelvis under, coming in to all 4-point kneeling. Okay. From here, let's do a little bit of strength work, but also a little bit of mobility. Basically, we're doing a dipping bird. What it is we start at 4-point kneeling position. Then we're going to rock forward and do a little push-up. Rock back. Good. Wherever you're at, you can do a rock back in between if that's too hard, or you can stay rocking forward doing your push-up here. Can you do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, good, keep going, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into a pike. From here, walking your hands in a ragdoll. So your upper body is draping over your lower body like a ragdoll. No tension, letting go of everything, letting gravity do all the work. Inhaling at the bottom and starting with a scoop of your belly, roll up into standing, giving each vertebrae in your spine the mobility to do so. Okay, from standing, I thought we'd work on some ankle work because I don't know about you, but I always roll my ankle and my ankles are really weak. And I find they're getting weaker as I age. So I thought, what better to do rather than we've done all joints already, let's do our ankles. All right, so from here, we are going to balance in with one leg. Let's do the left leg. Now we're gonna do a four-way reach. So this whole thing is balancing, and I want us to just, okay, we're gonna start with our toes hanging over just 45-degree away from us here. So as you balance, you can already feel your ankle and the bottom of your foot finding that balance, finding that point where you aren't gonna fall. That is good. This is good for our ankles, good. So reaching 45 degrees away from you, almost like you're in a curtsy, then back. Good, try not to touch the ground each time, then 45 degrees away from you, the other side, oh, and then to the side. Good, going again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, one more time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, switching sides. Going this side now, starting 45-degree away from you, almost like we're skiing or ice skating. Okay, 4, to the back, 3, 2, 1, and again, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Oh, this is my bad ankle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, let's heel toe it from here. So rocking on your heels to your toes. So rocking forward and rocking back. Let me go sideways so you can see what my ankles are doing. So rocking forward, rocking back. Rocking forward, coming right onto your tippy toes and rocking back. Good. Forward and back, keep going. Let's do 20 from here. Good. You should be at 10, I think. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, so from here, we're gonna do some walking on our heels and our toes. Let's start on one corner. We're gonna walk in a shape of a square. So starting on our toes, walk forward, walk to the side, walk backward, and then walk to start position. Good, keep going. Try to stay as high on your toes as you can. Don't forget to breathe. That's it. One more square, then we are moving to our heels. Good. Okay, heels now. Walk forward, walk to the side, to the back. Oh, start position. Good, and again. This is a tiny bit harder. Good. Okay, one more square. Whew. And that's that. All right, from here, we're working on some more mobility work, rotation, and some leg work. So we are starting in a wide stance with a tiny squat. So this is what it looks like. We're gonna rotate to one side, drop that knee into a lunge. Sorry, we're not dropping the knee all the way down, dropping to one side, dropping that hand, finding your rotation. Good, coming back to the front, other side. Good, so strength and mobility. Inner thigh should be burning, glutes should be burning. Woo. Balance should be tested. Good. Can we do one more each side? And again. And stand up. Okay, let's wiggle it out. One last exercise before we end with some roll downs here. Okay, so standing just a bit further than hip distance apart, I want you to come all the way down. You can even walk your legs a little bit further apart. I know this pose is really hard to hold. So if you're here, that's okay. Wherever you are, your fingers are just gonna balance, not balance, just on the floor in front of you. We're gonna come into a ragdoll and then back into position. So your legs are a little bit turned out. I know this is hard. I want you to try to sink into this position. This is the end goal. This is ultimate hip mobility and strength. Good. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into ragdoll, releasing all the way down. Shake it out. I want you to release your head, shake your hands out, really use gravity. Imagine there's air bubbles that are being blown up in between your spinal vertebrae bones. Deep release. Oh no, sorry, my microphone. Okay, let's end with some roll up. So let's inhale at the bottom, exhale, roll up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, head and neck last to come up. Inhale, lengthen that head towards the sky. Air bubbles aren't popped yet. Then exhale, trying not to pop those air bubbles between your vertebrae. Chin to chest, leading the top of your head towards the ground, softening those knees. Feeling taller as we stand for the last time in this class. So inhaling at the bottom, exhale, scoop the belly, bone by bone, stack that vertebrae till standing. 4 shoulder rolls to end. So that's 2, 3, 4. We are finished. Sorry about the noise. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Bye.